well, to look at all of the security arrangements prior to the match and really to discuss what went wrong at that football game on Saturday. We are joined by Brigadier Jay Naicker from KZN Police. Good evening to you, Brigadier. Thank you for talking to us. I mean, looking back at the weekend, the PSL are blaming the police.
Yes, Bongani, we've taken note of the comments made by the PSL. For us at this stage, it's too early to comment and apportion blame to any one person. The acting provincial commissioner has taken initiative to appoint a very senior team of police officers from his office to investigate what unfolded during the match at Moses Mabhida on Saturday night. You must remember that his office did receive a plan for the policing of the match, which was informed by the risk categorization and the threat assessment that was done. What this investigation will do is first need to probe if the deployment from SAPS, the private security personnel and other security agencies were in place according to the plan, and whether those that were deployed to provide security at the event reacted as they were expected to, as well as whether they were in a position to prevent the hooliganism and criminality that unfolded.
Brigadier, Brigadier, I have to come in and ask you, do you dispute what Irvin Khoza says that the highest ranking police official responsible for the planning did not in fact attend the planning meeting? Do you dispute that?
Bongani, at this stage it would be foolish for us to engage in debate over a public platform without having investigated.
Well, I mean, it's very simple. Either he was there or he was not there. I mean, it's a very simple thing. Was he there or was he not there?
We will not be commenting. As I indicated to you, a team has been appointed to give you all those answers, and we will comment at the appropriate time. At this stage, we're going through hours of footages that we've obtained from the stadium to identify the perpetrators and ensure that they are brought to book.
With respect, Brigadier, lives have been lost here. If the highest-ranking police official wasn't even at the planning meeting, as the PSL contends, surely that's something you should be able to confirm. Now, what it may mean, you may still need to investigate, but you should, at the very least at this stage, know whether he was there or not.
Bongani, it used to clear this misinformation that is being circulated, that lives have been lost. To date, there hasn't been any lives lost. We haven't received any report. Even violate the option of any lives that were lost. And like I said, we will not make reckless comments to the media. This will be investigated. And our priority is now to work around the clock and to identify the perpetrators and bring them to book. In this regard, we are appealing to the public who may have information on the identities of the perpetrators to contact our Crime Stop number on 08600 10111. You must remember that fans from around the country were at the Moses Mabhida Stadium on Saturday. So we're even appealing to people in other parts of the province, if they witness any of the perpetrators on TV and they know of them, to please cooperate with our investigators.
Brigadier, no, I'm quite aware that nobody died at Moses Mabhida on Saturday, but in the context that we have had lives lost, at least as many as 2 in recent times in this type of violence, when there was a planning meeting to discuss the potential prevention of any such incident at Moses Mabhida, it surely is incumbent upon the police to know whether their highest ranking official was in attendance or not. That's the point I was making. But let's move on. Just to round up then...
Let's move on, Bongani.
Let's move on. But just to round up this discussion, what exactly is the police's responsibility when it comes to games of this magnitude? The Minister of Sports and Recreation saying the SASRIA Act doesn't need to be re-looked at. What's your perspective at this stage?
Yes, most definitely. The SASRIA Act takes into consideration the roles of various people that should be involved. And a planning meeting is then organized with all the roles. It includes the SAPS, various disciplines from the SAPS, the PSL security, the Metro Police, if they're involved, and other security agencies or crime intelligence and other security agencies that sit around the meeting. And as I said, a risk categorization is done. A threat assessment is also done, and that informs the planning team of the level of security for an event.
All right, Brigadier Jay Naicker there of the South African Police Services in KwaZulu-Natal. As you saw as we closed off, still disturbing visuals of the stadium being set alight and, of course, a lot of vandalism at Moses Mabhida Stadium at the weekend. Over to Francis.